Good evening. It is Thursday, the 2nd of May. It is just gone 11 pm. I have not done a huge amount today. I've done pretty much none of the things that I had originally planned to do. I'm feeling much better physically. I think I've got lingering side effects, lingering symptoms, but I think I'm pretty much fully recovered now. But I've just been feeling a bit down. Don't really know why. It was really a good opportunity to have a good and productive day today because Ned was at his granny's this afternoon. So I should have been able to get a lot done, but I just could not be bothered. So I've allowed myself another rest day. That said, I did go to the doctor's this morning, which involved, well, it took a lot longer than it should have done, let's put it that way, just because of timings, really. There was no point in me coming home from school. I wouldn't have really had time. So I went straight to town. But then I had to kill most of an hour, 40 minutes-ish in town before going to the surgery. And then, of course, they were running late because it's the doctors, they always are. But hey, never mind. The appointment went well, so that was what matters most. What have I done? After I spoke to you last night, I did do some more spinning. I'm going to go and do a little bit more now before I go to bed. Having been very smug yesterday about the fact that I hadn't had any breakages with the bamboo fibre, of course, the very next bit I spun broke. I think, though, that it was just because I had overspun it. So the fibre was under too much strain, under too much tension, and it just snapped. And I was able to rejoin and carry on, and it's all fine. It carried on absolutely fine. So I must try and remember to be a little bit more careful going forward. What else have I done? I don't feel. I ordered. I said, didn't I? I ordered the yarn for Ned's amigurumi challenge. Yes, I did. Oh, I am taking part in the amigurumi hashtag on Instagram. I can't remember the Instagram handle of the person who runs it, who started it all. But that's pretty fun. I've just put my second related post for that up this evening. I had intended to do a bunch of work, sort of scheduling content for that today. I hadn't, so that's on my list for tomorrow. Just because otherwise I will forget, and there are quite a few of the prompts where I can schedule it in advance, so it makes sense to do it. And other than that, I have spent some time today working on this, which hopefully you will recognise. That's the corner of my Sacred Space blanket. I think I'd said last time I spoke that I was having to work double treble stitches again. That's US trebles. It's these ones here, which I don't like. Luckily, I persevered, I pushed through, I finished that round. And the 2 round stints have been much nicer. This one that I'm on now, round 100, which is pretty cool, is just like a shell stitch type thing going on, which is really lovely. I have realised, I don't know, I'm definitely going to need more yarn. I'm more than halfway through this skein already, and there is part 8, which will be a few rows, and part 9, which will be a few rows. I don't know how many, I can't remember how many there are in total. And obviously the rows are getting longer and longer. Quite a lot of them have got complicated stitches, things like this sort of shell stitch in this row, or popcorn stitches, or other cluster type stitches, which obviously use up a lot of yarn. So I've just ordered from Wool Warehouse 4 cakes of Escape as well. I'm not going to use them all. The reason I've ordered 4 is because I didn't want to just carry on with the same colour again. I didn't want to carry on with this because it's a beautiful colour and it looks lovely, but I like having a colour change to work with. I thought it would be nice to start the gradient off again around the edge. I don't know if that's the right decision, but I'm committing to it now. And I didn't want to use the dark grape squish gradient again. I don't really know why, I just fancied a change. Again, I don't know if it's the right decision, but we'll see. When it arrives, I've ordered 4 different ones, all of which are, as far as I can tell from the name and from the pictures on the website, shades of purple. They all have, I think, either the middle or the outside is very close to this plum colour. And so when they get here, I shall compare them to this, probably get Kelvin to help me determine which one is the closest match. If none of them are good enough, then I will send them all back and get dark grape squish or some more of the plum again. But if there's one that works really well, I shall keep that one and send the other 3 back. And then hopefully one more cake of the whirl will be enough to finish it off. That will be now 1, 2, plus the new one makes 3 cakes of whirl, plus 2 whirlettes. It's a lot of yarn. I think there's 2,000 metres per whirl. And these are about half, so I'm guessing about 1,000 metres. No, 1,000 metres per whirl. And I'm getting about 500 metres per whirlette. So it's a lot. So that is that. And I'm now going to pack this away. I'm going to go and do a bit more spinning. I don't need to do my to-do list or anything, so I've already got that prepared for tomorrow. So yeah, just go and do a little bit of spinning and then go to bed. Kelvin is home again, which is lovely. He's absolutely shattered. I think just because of he's had to drive a bit of a distance. He was at a conference in Manchester, so it's not too far from here, but longer than he normally drives for. And then he's spent 2 days having to actually talk to people and be sociable and polite. Which, again, is just not what he's used to. He works from home all the time normally, so being out and about and actually speaking to people, it's a big mental toll when you're not used to it. So yeah, that's that. I don't think there's anything else important to share, so I shall sign off and come back tomorrow.